You have a choice whether they stay in there. And I'm not encouraging anybody to cut off your fingers because you have 5 others. You are the average of the 10 people, and that's nothing new. Napoleon Hill does it. Think and Grow Rich. You're the average of the 10 people you spend the most time with. My mother, she's not in my top 5, but she's in my top 10. She at times is a negative Nancy, most times than not. But there are ways that you can control these negative Nancys. You set the expectations. You say, how is this helping us move forward? Let's focus on what our goal is, because usually our goal is the same goal, but you choose to look at it in a different way. So let's keep our mind open as we look for the 3rd P of people. Who gets to stay on that hand of yours? And which ones are you going to let go? Because there are certain ones. And certain people are just on their journey. How many of you love change? I know. Oh, a few of you. That's great. Probably own your own companies. That's great. Yeah? Entrepreneur junkies. I'm an entrepreneur junkie. But what happens, though, is maybe they're just in a state in which they're working through a change. Don't just write off people either. That is something that my father brought to my attention. It's like, Molly, it's like, just don't write off these people. You need to be helping them through. So he's a part of the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. He calls it fluff, because he's an engineer's mind. It's a fluff. I'm like, I send him what I do. He's like, oh, okay, maybe you are making a difference. Yes! We all are making a difference in our own way. So those people, don't lose sight of those. When you're getting 300 emails a day, oh my gosh, I need to return all these calls. Oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm going to meet these deadlines. Look to see how you can improve your own system so it doesn't seem like such a chore to be with people, to get to know about people. Because if you get to know people, they come along with you. I've had people love me without me even saying anything about me. Because all I asked about was, how's your life? What are you doing? What are you passionate about? It was all about them. Oh my gosh, I met this cool woman, Molly. I didn't do a darn thing. So those are the things we need to focus back on, the people. And the persistence. Persistence. Now, Ed, did you get your company by just hanging out, surfing the internet? Oh, posting to Facebook, that's it, right? That's what you were doing. Persistence is a part of the 5 Ps to being star power. Persistence. I could have very easily said, okay, my internship gopher, it's not going where I want it. Schools are not buying into it. They're looking at it as more work. Oh my gosh, the parents want it, the kids want it, but nobody, the schools aren't buying in. Oh, I'm just going to stop. Or I'm like, okay, I'm going to keep searching. Because you know what? That is where the energy goes. So Will Rogers, giddy up. That's exactly right. It's the persistence. You need to keep going and find what it is, because what you think is your piece, which is the last P, might look very different when you go through this process. Because if you keep the 5 Ps in mind, and you're going to be tested on this, by the way, the 5 Ps, that's all, they're just 5 words. Keep those front of mind and work towards those every day. You're going to be exactly where you say you're going to be. So, David, it's your choice. Where do you want to be? I can tell. You're like right there. You're smiling. You're into it. You know, what are you going to do about it? It's your choice. You're going to enjoy more moments than looking to get to, I need to get there. I need to get there. Because I was like that. I kept on running. People call me the Energizer Bunny, but truly I was. And I was achieving all this stuff, but I wasn't enjoying any of it. Because it was just happening. You're going to find when you get to that peace, you're going to find those moments. And you're going to enjoy them a lot more. Now, there's certain people, how many of you have people in your life that maybe could have taken off your path to where you ultimately want to be? How many of you have people that are kind of, they're about half of you? That's usually what I get in a group. You have tempters and you have guardians. My father, who is a positive force in my life, did say, what are you thinking? You know, first of all, training is the first thing to get cut. Second of all, you need health insurance. Third of all, and hand in his sissy joke. And again, it's your choice. Is he trying to take me off my dreams, or is he just trying to protect me? There's a woman that saw me present an information session about a college, and it was filled with students and parents. And they were so juiced up. I was telling them all about the school, why you need to come to this school. There was an associate director there. Afterwards, I heard her speak to a colleague say, oh my gosh, I just felt like I was in a Saturday Night Live skit. Probably some of you might feel that way right now. But anyhow, but what she said, I overheard her say that. What do you think I did? What do you think I did in that situation when somebody said, oh, it was like a Saturday Night Live skit, and I overheard it? Do you think I confronted it, or did I go back to the office? Confronted it? Raise your hands. There you go. Yeah, that's a leading question. I confronted it, but in a Molly Sunshine way. I said, I couldn't help to overhear that. I really am looking to improve my public speaking. Or is there any recommendations that you have moving forward? She had a very different delivery style. You know, she was one of those, yes, look, young, I don't know. What happened though is I tracked those students. 50% of those students from that session came. In addition, I received tons of thank yous from that information session. I had a choice. Was I going to pay attention to that one person that all of you have, that you raise your hand in our life, or are you going to try to seek your truth? I encourage you to seek your truth, because that is where you find purpose. You're going to find the people, and you're going to attract the people that you need in your life to be a success. How many of you have new companies that you just started? I met about 4 of you, so okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, good. Is anybody over here? No, 4. That's a scary time. That's very important with the 5P. How many of you want to grow your business? Yeah, okay, some are sleeping now. No. Not doing my job here. You need to keep that front of mind. These 5 Ps are everything. Because how many of you want to do business with negative people? Well then, you know what? It starts with you and looking at yourself in the mirror to say, how am I modeling the 5 Ps? Because you're going to attract everything good and bad in your life. So it's your choice. I encourage you to really go home and talk about this with the people in your life. Because doing it alone isn't as much fun as doing it together. And if you have trouble finding those people, oh, you just take my card and email me, because I have plenty of people to connect you to. Because lots of people are seeking this and want this. I get people unstuck every day. You can too. Thank you all for going with me in the sunshine. Taking it home, the 5 Ps. What's the first P? Principles. Second P. Passion. Third P. People. Fourth P. Persistence. Last P? Peace. I want everyone to stand up right now and clap for yourself, because you are going to live the 5 Ps. Standing ovation every time. So thank you, everyone.